It says you are live. Happy Tuesday to our Halloween do-over show. Welcome to Satan is here, stepping in for Gary because Gary was busy today. He had something he had to do down in hell. So Satan wanted to play some music.
I have taken over the soul of Gary.
So,
Gary is no more. It is I, Lucifer, Beelzebub, the Lord of Darkness, here to deliver some pop tunes to you for Halloween.
let us know you're here because that was pretty good, Gary, with
Thank
the
you.
reverb. It's like the one time we keep the reverb on.
You will listen to me, wife. Hey, that's pretty
That
good.
doesn't work.
It doesn't
sorry.
work. Oh shit.
It doesn't work so well. But we're having a Halloween do-over because last week it just crashed and burned, and Facebook sent us a thing that's saying that
Well, Facebook didn't send it. StreamYard sent it.
StreamYard
Facebook
sent us a
doesn't give a
thing.
shit.
And Glenda Kuntz is here. Hi, Glenda.
Yay.
Welcome. Happy Halloween.
I think I'm doing a Glenda
You're doing a Glenda
request
song?
today. I think so.
He's doing a Glenda
I'm
song.
doing a Moomy song.
Doing a Moomy song?
And that was
Moomy-
it was a request that Suzanne made. But
Yeah.
anyway, we were very disappointed last week. We tried 4 times. So now,
we were crushed.
for those who are here, I am now streaming to 3 different places. Eventually, I'd like to move the whole show over to Twitch. You don't need to join Twitch. You can. And if you were to join Twitch and subscribe, then that could be something that you could do and contribute to the show. But anyway, I'll get you all the details on that. But you can watch the show tonight on YouTube.
We're getting sophisticated.
Yes.
Miss Woohoo is
there
here.
she is.
Patty Silva's here. Hi, Mom. Mom's here. Mom, you're in the right show. It is a do-over because there was a Satan last week.
So yeah, Satan. Actually, if I'm Satan, then somebody else. Then who interferes with Satan? So
lots of people.
God. Okay, so we're doing this on 3 different places. So feel free to go to any of the links that I posted on my Facebook page for the other things. It'd be great to have experiment. Maybe Peter Krantz will go take a look and see at the other places. So, there won't be a lot of people there yet, but we're eventually going to move over to some of those things because Facebook has been sucking.
We're eventually going to have huge audiences that come to share in the love and the Danny and Gary show.
Gigantic.
Satan and Danny.
My daughter Savannah's been after me for a long time to go to Twitch. So
it's so great that Savannah's teaching her daddy technology. I love it.
Well, that's good. That's
Hades.
Good.
So you're Satan and she's Hades.
There you
How
go.
does that work out?
We have the river Styx covered.
We have the river Styx covered. There you go.
So, all right. Well, I'm going to get started. I don't know how many people are here. I don't know how many people are going to the other sites, but hopefully we'll all see what everybody says on StreamYard here. And I'm going to
say hi. Let me know how you are.
I'm going to start with this tune. We did this last week, but I think it was just after this tune that everything went to hell.
So keep your fingers
hell,
crossed.
My home, my house. Everybody up and down the block. Oh, I did play that wrong. Wait, here we go. Yeah! Come on, right here. It's a Halloween party. That's right. Everybody up and down the block. Halloween party. You're all dressed up with nowhere to rock. Halloween party. Even grumpy ghouls will feel alright if they can dance by the pumpkin light. So come on over to my Halloween party tonight. Halloween party. Gonna make some punch that looks blood red. Halloween party. Decorate the house with spider webs. Halloween party. Some eerie music will go just right, so we can howl at the bright moonlight. So come on over to my Halloween party tonight. Don't be scared if the boogeyman boogie. It's a spooky affair, so come on over with me. Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein, dead or alive, gonna have a good time. So come on over to my Halloween party tonight. So come on over to my Halloween party tonight. Halloween party. Halloween party. Come on, get scary. Halloween party. Halloween party.
We went to Patty Silvershoe's Halloween party last night.
Hey, honey, I need you to do something for me. I
What?
forgot something.
Oh God.
I did.
What?
Can you go in that black bag that's sitting right there and go? There's one of the side pockets. Probably not the one that's open. No, not on the top side pocket. Not that one. Not the middle one. That one probably. There's a little black box thing. Is that there? Maybe it's on the other side. It won't be, not in the middle one. It's probably on that one. There we go. My page turner. This is what I use with my foot to switch the pages. So let me start it up.
Oops. Hi, Una Claire. Happy Halloween to you. And we're doing a do-over, and she joins us from the Philippines, and we love that we are connecting to people throughout the world. And Karen Sue Davis is popping in, and Diana Hedada is checking in. Hi, beautiful. We love you.
Hello, the devil says hello to all of you.
And my brother, Mark Hoffman, is in the house. And Suzanne Stewart's here. Gary's doing a song.
I just did a song for her. No, that song's for Carolyn Schiavo, if Carolyn is here. The next one is another one by, this is a Halloween song by Andrew Gold. The last one was by Andrew Gold from his album Halloween Howls, Fun and Scary Music. It was and this next song I'm doing, Spooky Scary Skeletons, was an internet meme. It has its origin in YouTube gaming culture. But the last song was actually sung by David Cassidy on Andrew Gold's record, and that was why Carolyn Schiavo, who was David Cassidy's number one fan.
Carolyn, are you here?
Maybe she is.
Glenda went to Twitch and saw the live, but when I clicked on it, it's what it says: "This video is unavailable. Error 5,000."
Oh, that's weird.
I'm not taking that one on.
All right. Well,
thank you for doing that, Glenda, because
I'd like to find out if the YouTube one is working. It's supposed to be.
Crazy. All right.
All right. Well, we're doing our best. Anyway, maybe Facebook will behave itself tonight.
We should just play like the Hollywood Bowl and invite everybody.
So Disney included this next song on their DVD, Disney Sing-Along Songs. Linda Ronstadt, Carla Bonoff, Stephen Bishop, and Nicolette Larson all did the Monster Mash on this album, and David Cassidy, as I said, contributed. So this is the next song we're going to do is Spooky Scary Skeletons. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul and seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons will speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek. We're so sorry, skeletons, you're so misunderstood. You only want to socialize, but I don't think we should. The spooky, scary skeletons shout sharply, shrilly screams. They'll sneak from your sarcophagus and just won't leave you be. Spooky, scary, spooky, scary, spooky, scary, spooky, scary. Spirits supernatural are shy, but what's the fuss? But bags of bones seem so unsafe, it's semi-serious. Spooky, scary skeletons are silly just the same. They'll smile and scramble slowly by and drive you so insane. Sticks and stones will break your bones, they seldom let you snooze. Spooky, scary skeletons will wake you with awe.
Ooh, I love that one. I
Pretty
play that
scary.
one for the kids too. The kids really like that one.
All right.
Tony Cayman's here.
Tony, our neighbor.
Our neighbor. He's the one. Well, our cat decided she liked Tony's house better.
He's been coming
he lives
around
there,
more
but he's been
lately.
coming around, Tony. You must not be feeding him enough or something. But it's kind of a funny story. We thought we lost our kitty, and then a neighbor posted on the neighborhood app on National Cat Day. I don't know whose cat this is, but they're very friendly. And we're like, that's our cat. And then Gary and Tony know each other, and he's a comedian, and they didn't realize the cat knows how to use the dog door. So, Noche had been like living in their house and, super scaring them in the middle of the night with so he moved in. He chose another family. So we're co-parenting, and we're doing it very amicably.
He's coming around more now. So maybe because we got our kitchen remodel done. But Tony's a very talented comedian, and he was one of the original creators of the Marijuana Logs, which are very funny. And
He's very funny.
You know what that's about.
And we co-parent our thing.
So anyway.
Toby's here too. Hi, Toby.
Hi, Toby. So Warren Zevon's most famous compositions include Werewolves of London, Lawyers, Guns and Money, and Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner, all of which are featured on his third album, Excitable Boy, in 1978. The title track is also well known. He also wrote major hits that were recorded by other artists, including Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me, Accidentally Like a Martyr, Mohammed's Radio, Carmelita, and Hasten Down the Wind. His early music industry successes were found as a session musician, jingle composer, songwriter, touring musician, musical coordinator, and band leader. Despite all this, Zevon struggled to break through in his solo career until his music was performed by Linda Ronstadt. His dad was a gangster who worked for Mickey Cohen. Zevon was an artist's artist, relatively little known to the public, but revered by the best of his contemporaries. Bob Dylan was a great admirer. Other fans, including Jackson Browne, Bruce Springsteen, Ry Cooder, Emmylou Harris, Don Henley, and Tom Petty. He was hired as a musician for all unlikely bands, the Everly Brothers, in the early 70s, at which point he had a son, Jordan, with his girlfriend, Marilyn, and was just about to fall for Crystal, who was then with a friend of Zevon's, guitarist Waddy Wachtel. Waddy Wachtel is in the immediate family that our friend Steve Postel is in. The two of them broke up with their partners in 1974. They married. A future show tribute. We might do a tribute to Warren Zevon one of these days. He had a phobia of doctors, and that was not a good idea because he wound up dying of mesothelioma. And there's a beautiful thing if you want to check on the internet of him on the last one of his last appearances on the David Letterman show, because David was a huge fan of his. So he sang a song called "I'll Sleep When." The band played "I'll Sleep When I'm Dead." That was when he put out the album, and he said it was during this broadcast that when asked by Letterman if he knew something more about life and death now, he offered his oft-quoted insight on dying: enjoy every sandwich. So I think this is a request from Velma. I don't know if Velma's here, but I hope she is. Saw a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand, walking through the streets of Soho in the rain. He was looking for a place called Wheel Ho Fooks, gonna get a big dish of beef chow mein. Ah, ooh, werewolves of London. Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh, werewolves of London. Ah, ooh. You hear him howling round your kitchen door. You better not let him in. Little old lady got mutilated late last night. Werewolves of London again. Ah, ooh, werewolves of London. Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh, werewolves of London. Ah, ooh. He's the hairy-handed gent who ran amok in Kent. Lately he's been overheard in Mayfair. Better stay away from him. He'll rip your lungs out, Jim. I'd like to meet his tailor. Ah, ooh, werewolves of London. Ah, ooh, werewolves of London. Ah, ooh. Well, I saw Lon Chaney walking with the dead queen, doing the werewolves of London. I saw Lon Chaney Jr. walking with the queen, doing the werewolves of London. Saw a werewolf drinking a pina colada Trader Vic's, and his hair was perfect. Ah, ooh, werewolves of London. Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, werewolves of London. Oh, yeah, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, werewolves of London.
Toby said she was howling so loud that somebody outside her window told her to be quiet.
Oh, hey, well,
you
tell
go,
them-
girl.
Tell them it's
Patty
one day
Silva
after
show.
Halloween. It's you can be as
Stacy
crazy as you want.
Wilkins here.
Hello,
Hi,
Stacy.
girlfriend. Yeah, we were so deflated after the snafu last week that we wanted to have a Halloween
Well, especially
do-over.
since I put all this shit on.
And today, but when he was getting ready, he was walking around with just his face mask on, naked. And I'm like, oh my god, the devil's naked.
We thought of doing the show that way, but it might be too shocking. 70
Cinda
years.
and Brian are here. Hi, guys, and Val and Jim. Hi, Val and Jim Lorber.
Hey, you
We love you
guys.
guys.
Good to have you here.
Love
Boo!
having you. Boob.
Boo! Not boob.
Boob.
Boo! All right. Shelby Frederick Sheb Woolley was born April 10th, 1921. He died September 16th, 2003. He was an American actor and singer. He recorded a series of novelty songs under the, including the 1958 novelty song, "The Purple People Eater." This is George Bennell's request. I don't know if George and Claire are here.
No. George and
But,
Claire, are you here?
Yeah, I will let you know, and you can see it on
That's
the,
it,
on the
Cinda.
replay.
He was a naked devil. He was dancing around.
Naked Devil's a good name for a
Naked
song.
devil. That's his
He
next band.
portrayed Ben Miller, the brother of Frank Miller, in the film High Noon. He played Travis Cobb in The Outlaw Josie Wales and had a co-starring role as Scout Pete Nolan in the TV series Rawhide. He also had a hit under a different name, Ben Colder. The number 6 country hit, Almost Persuaded, number 2. I don't know if you heard this. George Jones did that song as well. He married for the first time in 1940, wedding 17-year-old Melva Miller, a cousin of Roger Miller, who would later become a successful songwriter and actor himself. Woolley became friends with Miller when he lived in Oklahoma. He taught the boy how to play guitar chords and bought him his first fiddle. In 1958, Woolley earned considerable fame with the Purple People Eater, utilizing tape manipulation inspired by the David Seville single Witch Doctor. Woolley is also credited as the voice actor who produced the Wilhelm scream effect. Now, the Wilhelm scream is a stock sound effect that's been used in a number of films and TV series, beginning in 1951 with the film Distant Drums. The scream is usually used when someone is shot, falls from a great height, or is thrown from an explosion. It kind of sounds like, ah! The sound is named after Private Wilhelm, a character in The Charge of Feather River, a 1953 Western in which the character gets shot in the thigh with an arrow. This was its first use following its inclusion in the Warner Brothers stock sound library, although The Charge at Feather River is believed to have been the third film to use the effect. The scream is believed to have been voiced by actor Sheb Woolley. The Wilhelm scream also made an appearance in Star Wars. When Luke Skywalker shoots a stormtrooper off a ledge, the effect is used as the stormtrooper is falling. That was Ben Burt, the sound designer for Star Wars. So Sheb Woolley, here we go. So, and this is a Purple People Eater. Somebody quoted the Purple People Eater the other night on some show that I saw, so I can't remember what it was. But anyway, we saw it, I thought. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, here it is, the Purple People Eater. Everything okay?
I
Honey?
remember what it was. We were watching that movie Nope.
Oh, it was in Nope. Somebody, yes,
Yeah, they were
watch
quoting
that.
the
That's a
song.
great movie. You got to see
Wait,
that.
I don't get that movie. I don't know if it's
Oh,
great. I didn't get it. I'm
because
still
there's
trying to
nothing to really
figure it
get.
out.
It's just a scary movie. It's great. Well, I saw the thing coming out of the sky. It had a one long horn, a one big eye. I commenced to shaking and I said, ooh wee. It looks like a purple people eater to me. It was a one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange to me. Well, he came down to earth and he lit in a tree. Said, Mr. Purple People Eater, don't eat me. I heard him say in a voice so gruff, I wouldn't eat you 'cause you're so tough. It was a one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange to me. One horn, I said, Mr. Purple People Eater, what's your line? He said, eating purple people and it sure is fine. But that's not the reason that I came to land. I wanna get a job in a rock and roll band. Well, bless my soul, rock and roll, flying purple people eater, pigeon-toed undergrowth, flying purple people eater. We wear short shorts, flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange to me. And then he swung from the tree and he lit on the ground. He started to rock, really rocking around. It was a crazy ditty with a swinging tune, singing wop map a looba, a wop bam boom. Well, bless my soul, rock and roll, flying purple people eater, pigeon-toed undergrowth, flying purple people eater. I like short shorts, flying little people eater. What a sight to see! Then he went on his way, and what do you know? I saw him last night on a TV show. He was blowing it out, really knocking him dead, playing rock and roll music through the horn in his head. Tequila.
George is here, so we got to hear. Hi, George.
Hey, George.
Hi, George. I don't know if
Did
Claire's
you
here
ever know
too.
Sheb Woolley? Did you meet Sheb Woolley, George?
Did you meet Sheb Woolley, George? Let us know. That's a trivia question.
Exactly.
I need to know.
All right. So keeping with the
one-eyed,
craziness,
one-horned flying.
one horn. Say it 5 times fast.
Yeah, you guys say it 5 times.
One-eyed,
fast.
one-horn, flying purple people eater.
Right. Got it.
All right.
Check.
So the next one.
He doesn't know him.
Oh well. But
Well, that's
but
his
George
loss.
George
He-
met
'cause he should
George
know
met
George.
many people, and
Yes.
he was at the Danny Elfman show the other night with Bartek conducting, I think.
Oh, I
and,
heard that was a great.
Yeah, it was supposed to be really wonderful.
Patty Silversher always loves that song.
Yes, it's a good song.
Oh, it's a fun song. I love it. The kids love it too. I play it for my kids.
Excellent. So Barnes and Barnes. This is a request from Suzanne Stewart. Barnes and Barnes are an American musical duo formed in Los Angeles in 1970. Though commonly associated with novelty music and comedy rock, their music has also been incorporated elements of new wave, synth pop, and folk rock. Robert Hamer and Bill Mooney, my friends, were childhood friends who occasionally performed together on their musical instruments. Following the ending of Mooney's role on the TV series Lost in Space, they shot short films with a Super 8 motion picture camera dubbed art films. The two began calling each other Art in joking reference to these films. They formed the band Barnes and Barnes in 1970. They started when they were about 16 with a 2-track recorder making goofy tracks never meant to be shared. Their surname, Barnes, was taken from a Bill Cosby comedy routine called Revenge, in which a character called Junior Barnes throws a slush ball at Cosby as a child. Originally, both, that was when you could still talk about Bill Cosby. Originally, both Hamer and Mooney were named Art Barnes, but Hamer's alter ego was publicly renamed Artie in 1979 to differentiate between them. So they are Art and Artie Barnes. They first received airplay on the Dr. Demento show in 1978. Hamer was a fan of the show and convinced Mooney to pick a couple of songs and do them right, to send in, the results being the songs Boogie Woogie Amputee and the famous Fish Heads. Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum. I think you've heard that. Anyway, they did it on a TEAC 4-track machine. The latter recording was released as a single on their own Lumania Records in 1979 and remains their best-known song, as well as the most requested song in the history of the Dr. Demento show. So this is another song, though. This is called Something's in the Bag. Oh, we're going to feature Danelle Stockdale.
Oh my God! I
on
hope
here.
I don't.
And we're going to
mess
see
it
her.
up.
We're going to see her later as her alter
No,
ego.
you're not supposed to.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay, so am I supposed to? Okay, I'm the blue, right?
Something's in the bag. Something's in the bag. Something's in the bag.
Mommy,
Something's in the bag.
mommy,
Something's in the bag.
mommy, mommy.
The parking lot. The air was hot. I heard a sound from the ground. I turned around. Something's in the bag. Something's in the bag.
Mommy, mommy,
Something's in the bag.
mommy,
Something's in the bag.
mommy.
Something's in the bag. Mommy! I came up slow. I had to know a garbled quack, the squirming sack, no turning back.
It was alive. It looked right through me. Could feel the veins on my neck begin to pulsate and throb. Like a secretary pounding out 150 words per minute on an IBM electric typewriter. I gasped for breath. I fell to my knees. I was powerless in its presence. How can I describe what I saw? I can't.
Something's in the bag. Something's in the bag. Something's in the bag. The screeching wheel, horrendous squeal. I had to see. Could it still be? So I looked inside. Softly it cried, Mommy, Mommy. Something's in the bag.
Mommy!
And it's in the bag.
Mommy!
Something's in the bag.
Mommy!
Something's in the bag.
Mommy!
Something's in the bag.
Mommy!
Yeah. That's how every Barnes and Barnes song ended. Yeah. We borrowed that
You don't
from-
know what's in the bag, Patty Silvershire. That's the whole thing. It's something crying, Mommy.
Something scary is
Patty
in the
Silvershire
bag.
said, "What the hell is in the bag, Mommy?" I was so nervous because Gary, I can do like one or two lines, but I had to I have lines here. This was very, very
I thought you
serious.
did great. Let's give her a big hand. Give Danny a big hand for her dramatic
fun.
debut.
My dramatic debut, Mommy.
All right.
The Wandots are here.
Oh, good.
We just got in. They just got in time. Hey, everybody.
I'm about to do.
Happy
I'm about
Halloween.
to
We're
do
doing a-
Diana Herrera's
Diana is here.
request right now,
Hola,
and then I've
Diana.
got a couple Wandot requests coming up.
And the devil himself is here filling in for Gary because Gary was tired tonight.
I've taken him over. I am the formerly naked devil.
My sister-in-law, Gary Driver, is here. She said that was brilliant.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you. Well,
fun.
Danny was fabulous. I was just supporting. So Morris Eugene Simmons was better known as Jumpin' Gene Simmons, not to be confused with Gene Simmons from Kiss. He was an American singer and songwriter, best known for his 1964 novelty single, Haunted House. He was born in Itawamba County, Mississippi, and began his recording career with Sun Records in 1956, a couple of years after performing as an opening act for former label mate Elvis Presley. However, the label released only one non-charting single from his recording sessions. His first and only top 40 hit was Haunted House, a cover of a 1958 recording by Johnny Fuller, which peaked at number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1964 and number 7 in Canada. Brian Setzer covered one of Simmons' singles, Peroxide Blonde, and a hopped-up Model Ford for his 2005 album Rockabilly Riot, Volume 1, a tribute to Sun Records. A year later, on August 29, 2006, the 42nd anniversary of the entry of Haunted House into the top 40, Simmons died after a long illness at age 69 in his hometown. Kiss bassist Gene Simmons, birth name Chaim Witz, chose his stage name as a tribute to the singer. I bet you didn't know that. All right, so here we go. I just moved in my new house today. Moving was hard, but I got squared away. Bells started ringing and chains rattled out. I knew I moved into a haunted house. Still I made up my mind to stay. Nothing was gonna drive me away. When I seen something that gave me the creeps, had a one big eye and a two big feet. I stood right still and I did the freeze. He did the stroll right up to me. Made a noise with his feet, sound like a drum. Say you'll be here when the morning comes. Say yes, I'll be here when the morning comes. I'll be right here and I ain't gonna run. I bought this house, now you know I'm boss. Ain't no ain't gonna run me off. Still I made up my mind to stay. Oh, hey, wrong lyric. In the kitchen, my stove was a-blazing hot. Coffee was a-boiling in the pot. The grease had melted in my pan. I had a hunk of meat in my hand. From outer space there sat a man on my hot stove with the pots and pans. Say, that's hot, I began to shout. He drank a hot coffee right from the spout. He ate the raw meat right from my hand. He drank the hot grease from the frying pan. He said to me, now you better run, and don't be here when the morning comes. Say yes, I'll be here when the morning comes. I'll be right here and I ain't gonna run. I bought this house, you know I'm boss. Ain't no ain't gonna run me off.
I like that one.
There you have it.
I don't know if I've heard that before.
Oh, you did it. I did it last year.
I did it last year, so
Yeah.
I've heard it once.
Yes,
and I'm
you've heard
supposed to
it.
remember.
Well, twice. I think I did it the first year we did this too.
Because I have
It's
such a
I always
memory
get a
of
request
steel.
for it. That's right. All right, what am I doing next here?
And we didn't like my nephew Duke, who turned 15 last week. We gotta like squeak in a happy birthday to him right before the Gremlins took the devil down back to the darkness of despair.
Devil went down to Georgia.
The devil went down to Georgia. So
let's
happy
sing
birthday.
to Duke.
So
Is Duke around?
I don't know if he's there. Pat Carey, is he around? He doesn't like to hang out with us yet.
The old folks.
He's a teenager.
Well, tell him the devil should influence. I'm going to influence him.
Yes. Hi, Tina Saddington, and she says she remembers that song. I don't think I knew that song.
Let me see what I'm doing here. Okay,
I don't know that song.
All right, Peter Allen Greenbaum. Ever hear of him?
No.
He was known professionally as Peter Green. He was an English blues rock singer, songwriter, and guitarist. As the founder of Fleetwood Mac, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1998. Green was a major figure in the second great epoch of the British blues movement. Eric Clapton praised his guitar playing, and B.B. King commented, "He has the sweetest tone I ever heard. He was the only one who could give me the cold sweats." Green was interested in expressing emotion in his songs. Green's new band, with former blues breaker Mick Fleetwood on drums and Jeremy Spencer on guitars, was initially called Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac, featuring Jeremy Spencer. Their second studio album, Mr. Wonderful, was released in 1968 and continued the formula of the first album. In the same year, they scored a hit with Green's Black Magic Woman. This was a request from somebody, I can't remember who. Later covered by Santana, following by the guitar instrumental Albatross, which reached #1 in the British charts. Green's bandmates began to notice changes in his state of mind. He was taking large doses of LSD, grew a beard, and began to wear robes and a crucifix. Green was eventually diagnosed with schizophrenia and spent time in psychiatric hospitals undergoing electroconvulsive therapy during the mid-1970s. Many sources attest to his lethargic trance-like state during this period. In 1977, Green was arrested for threatening his accountant, David Simmons, with a shotgun. The exact circumstances are the subject of much speculation, the most famous being that Green wanted Simmons to stop sending money to him. Big influence on many guitarists, though. He died in July at age 73. So here we go. Magic woman, got a black magic woman. I've got a black magic woman, got me so blind I can't see that she's a black magic woman. She's trying to make a devil out of me. Turn your back on me, baby. Don't turn your back on me, baby. Yes, don't turn your back on me, baby. Stop messing around with your tricks. Don't turn your back on me, baby. You just might pick up my magic sticks. Spell on me, baby. Got your spell on me, baby. Yes, you got your spell on me, baby. Burning my heart into stone. I need you so bad, magic woman, I can't leave you alone. Got your spell on me, baby. You got your spell on me, baby. Yes, you got your spell on me, baby. I need you so bad, magic woman, I can't leave you alone. Black magic woman.
Sorry, I was giving Sam a treat.
Oh, that's so
He
nice.
was over here demanding treats.
What a good boy.
I love that song. That's a great song.
All right, what am I doing
I'm a
next?
black magic woman.
Oh, okay, good. This is a George Loosely request. I don't know if George is with us all the way from Cedar City, Utah.
Yeah, we got to hang out with George in Cedar City on our cross-country trip.
Yes, one of the few times that I did karaoke. I don't usually like karaoke because, when professional singers do karaoke, it's kind of like, showing off, shooting fish in a barrel. But it was fun that night. It was kind of a dead night, and I got up
We
and did
were the only
something.
people there.
Yeah.
There was like 4 people there, so that's why you did it.
But it can be fun. We did it in we did it in China, right? Wasn't that where we did it?
Yeah, we like to do it. They always in China, they have it all over.
Yeah.
And George Benelis Claire's mom lives in Cedar City, Utah.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
It's a very but we played there. So
it was at the little museum.
You and I
place.
should do a duo there, George.
That'd be fun.
That'd be great.
We love Utah's so beautiful. If you haven't driven through Utah and experienced the hills and just the natural wonder of Utah, please do so. Explore it. I'm
All
an
right.
explorer.
Our next song, we're doing okay time-wise here. I'm zipping through all these things here.
That's good.
The next
because,
song is Born on Halloween, which was Russ Ballard's song. Russell Glynn Ballard is an English singer, songwriter, musician. He was originally the lead singer and guitarist for the band Argent, which was Rod Argent's band after he left after the Zombies, because he was the keyboard player and songwriter in the Zombies, was Argent. Rod Argent. So Ballard became known by the late 1970s as a songwriter and producer. His composition, New York Groove, You Can Do Magic, You Can Do Magic, Since You've Been Gone, I Surrender, Liar, Winning, I Know There's Something Going On, Can't Shake Loose, So You Win Again, and God Gave Rock and Roll to You were hits for other artists during the 1970s and 1980s. He also scored several minor hits under his own name in the early and mid-1980s. Ballard's most well-known as the vocalist on Argent Smash. Hold your head up, hold your head up. That's a great song. He left Argent in 1974 and produced a solo and songwriting career. He wrote such hits as Three Dog Night's Liar. Ballard also wrote the number 17 1981 hit for Santana called Winning, which appeared on their album Z-Bop, which had previously been released by Ballard himself on his second solo album. He wrote You Can Do Magic for the group America on his 1982 album Few from the Ground, and it helped resurrect the band's career. So this is George Loosely's request. It's a high song, so I have to work hard on this one. So. Wind was howling and the rain fell down on the night that I was born. A hurricane went up in the sky and crashed into a door. Superstition makes a man into a clown, makes a man a fool that can bring him to the ground. I've seen a black cat and I cracked the looking glass. Oh no, don't tell me how much longer it could last. Halloween, I was born on Halloween, the darkest night that's ever been, such a night they've never seen. Halloween, I was born on Halloween, I was born right in between an earthquake and a storm. Born on Halloween, as I grew up and became a man, some women came into my life. Now I know better, I can understand the women in my life. I knew she would cheat and she would lie. you defy a juvenile. If you wonder, you can ask me how I know. I will tell you I was born a Scorpio. Halloween, I was born on Halloween, the darkest night that's ever been, such a night they've never seen. Halloween, I was born on Halloween, I was born right in between an earthquake and a storm. Born on Halloween, born of hate, born of love, born with the wisdom of the kings, like an eagle born to fly, sailing high upon my wings. Halloween, I was born on Halloween, the darkest night that's ever been, such a night they've never seen. Halloween, I was born on Halloween, I was born right in between an earthquake and a storm. Halloween, I was born on Halloween, I was born right in between an earthquake and a storm. Born on Halloween, born on Halloween.
I haven't heard that song in so long.
Great song, isn't it?
Yeah, you did the work for that.
Woo, I know,
The
tell me about
goddess
it.
Lori Reamer is here.
Oh,
I know
good.
she appears. She appears brilliantly on the screen
There you go.
because we had to do our Halloween do-over because we were so deflated last week.
Yeah, so it's one day later. We're doing one more day of Halloween. Yesterday, I went to a party at Patty Silver's house as
Patty's.
Jesus, and now I'm humming as the devil. So I'm a man of extremes.
He has both personalities.
How's that
And
for a
my
laugh?
little brother Mark has a birthday on the 9th. So is that next Tuesday, the 9th?
I
So
don't know.
because
I'm gonna. There's gonna be two more shows.
today's the 1st.
The day after the next week's show, I think, is the 9th. 10,
Oh, so it will be the
11,
day
12,
before
13.
the 9th.
No, it's actually got to be the 8th because I do a show on my birthday, November 15th. So the big birthday
The
show
big
is happening.
birthday
Yes.
show is happening.
There you go.
Let's say 10 años.
That's right. I'm 10 minutes older than dirt.
Yeah, so we're learning to really appreciate every moment and
Enjoy every sandwich.
enjoy every sandwich. And we do have a friend that is leaving us tonight.
No. That's not
And
for
so that's
public
really
consumption.
sad. Okay, so it's not for public consumption, but I can't tell
Okay. Anyway, so Stevlin Hardaway
you.
Morris.
But we love him.
Nate Judkins, born May 13th, 1950, was the most successful songwriters and one of the most successful songwriters and musicians in the history of music. 25 Grammys, electronics, innovative sounds, major influence across genres, Hall of Fame for R&B, rock and roll, and songwriters. Blind since shortly after birth, child prodigy, he signed with Motown's Tamla label at age 11. Producer and mentor Clarence Paul gave him the name Little Stevie Wonder. Fingertips went to #1, parts 1 and 2. He was 13 at the time. Originally, it was an instrumental on Stevie's first studio album, but then there was a flute solo doing what later he would make famous with his harmonica. It was a live performance, lyrics totally improvised, and the B-side was the encore. Comedian Bill Murray, not the Bill Murray who's in trouble now, known professionally as Winehead Willie, exhorted the crowd to give him a hand. However, Stevie unexpectedly changed his mind, returning to sing the goodbye encore. The other musicians were caught in surprise. The bass players had changed over to prepare for the Marvelettes. And as Wonder moves into his impromptu encore, this is the second side of Fingertips, the new bass player, Joe Swift, having replaced Larry Moses, can be heard on the recording yelling out, "What key? What key?" And the drummer on that record was Marvin Gaye. So anyway, this is from his great album, Talking Book. This changed my life and changed a lot of people's lives, called Very Superstitious. I think this was a Wandot. This is a Wandot. It's Superstition, I guess, is the name, not Very Superstitious. It's Superstition is the correct title.
You guys got to move to this one. You
And,
guys know them. Yeah.
So this
Gotta
is,
get your
I love
dancing
I love this
booty
song.
going.
So here we go. Let's see. see. Do I have any more water in here?
Do you need more? Oh, look, Patty. Look, he's using the reusable Patty. He's working
one
on
of
it,
them,
Patty.
I think
we
are-
have
are-
therapy over, Gary's water bottle obsession, and we're working on it, Patty. We love you.
Very superstitious writings on the wall. Very superstitious ladders about to fall. 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck, good things in your past. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition is the way. Now, yeah. Very superstitious, yeah. Wash your face and hands. Rid me of the problems. Do all that you can. Keep me in a daydream. Keep me going strong. You don't want to save me. Sad is my song. When you believe in things that you don't understand and you suffer, superstition is the way. Yeah. Very superstitious, nothing more to say. Very superstitious, yeah. The devil's on his way. 13-month-old baby, 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck, the good things in your past. Now, when you believe in things that you don't understand and you suffer, superstition ain't the way. Oh, no. Very superstitious, yeah. Oh, yeah. Very superstitious. Yeah, very superstitious. Ooh, very superstitious. Very superstitious. Whoa! Very
Who was not dancing to that one?
Sam.
God, I love that one.
Sam was not dancing.
Sam was not
He was
dancing.
scratching.
Sam is hoping for treats right now.
Yes, well, he'll get something. There's only 3 more songs left, Danny.
3 more songs.
Yes, Danny
John
likes
Pratt
it when
said
there's-
it's a devil. It's John. That's scary. What are you talking about? What do you guys keep talking devil? That's just
John Pratt.
He's
You are on
kidding.
my list. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the list, but you're on
You're
it.
on the list of love, John Pratt.
You a list of love.
Give you a list of love.
All right. So what's next? Oh, okay. Next is oh, this is good. This is a song. This is a request from Wandot as well, I believe. Actually, a lot of people requested this. Lori requested this, and a bunch of other people. Bobby Pickett was an aspiring actor who sang with a band called the Cordials at night while going to auditions during the day. One night, when performing with his band, Pickett did a monologue in imitation of the horror movie actor Boris Karloff while performing the Diamonds' Little Darlin'. The audience loved it, and fellow band members Lenny Capizzi encouraged Pickett to do more with the Karloff imitation. Pickett and Capizzi composed Monster Mash and recorded it with Gary S. Paxton, pianist Leon Russell, you might have heard of him, Johnny McRae, Ricky Page, and Terry Berg, credited as the Crypt Kickers. Mel Taylor, the drummer for The Ventures, is sometimes credited with playing on the record as well, while Leon Russell, who arrived late for the session, appears on the single's B-side, Monster Mash Party. The song was partially inspired by Paxton's earlier novelty hit, Alley Oop, as well as by the mashed potato dance craze of the era. A variation on the mashed potato was danced to the Monster Mash, in which the footwork was the same, but Frankenstein-style monster gestures were made with the arms and hands. The producers made expensive use of sound effects in the recording. The sound of a coffin opening was imitated by a rusty nail being pulled out of a board. The sound of a cauldron bubbling was simulated by water being bubbled through a straw. And the chains rattling were simply chains being dropped on a tile floor. The song was re-released several times and appeared on U.S. Billboard charts on 2 occasions after the original release. The BBC had banned the record from airplay in 1962 on the grounds that the song was too morbid. That song was too morbid. It was re-released in the United Kingdom in 1973, where it peaked at number 3 in early October. In 1989, Stuart Hirsch began managing Pickett, and upon learning that Pickett did not own the master recording of Monster Mash, the pair recorded a perfect copy of the original that they used to undercut the owners of the track, Universal. According to Hirsch, the company was unconcerned with the song's legacy and was instead preoccupied with how much money they could make off the song. Boo! Pickett was missing out on thousands of dollars in licensing fees, but Hirsch and Pickett's goal was not just to make money. They sought instead to keep Monster Mash relevant by ensuring Monster Mash would be affordable to independent producers, and they ensured it would always have a place in culture. The backing singers on the record were the Blossoms, led by Darlene Love. So that's it. There was also a movie, I think. There was Monster Mash, the movie somewhere. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, so here we go for the Wandots. Can you make a sound of chains or booze or doors creaking, honey?
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash. He did the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. He did the mash. It caught on in a flash. He did the mash. It was the Monster Mash. From my laboratory in the Castle East to the monster bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes. They did the mash. They did the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. They did the mash. It caught on in a flash. They did the mash. He did the Monster Mash. The zombies were having fun. La 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 la. The party had just begun. La la la. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rockin', all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker 5. And did the mash. They played the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. They did the mash. It caught on in a flash. They played the mash. He did the Monster Mash. Out from his coffin Drax's voice did ring. Seems he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist? It's now the mash! It's now the monster mash! The monster mash! And it's a graveyard smash! It's now the mash! It caught on in a flash! It's now the mash! It's now the monster mash! Now everything's cool, Drax a part of the band, and my monster mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them Boris sent you. And you can mash, then you can monster mash, the monster mash, and do my graveyard smash. Then you can mash, you'll catch on in a flash. Then you can mash, then you can monster mash. Ah, mash good. Ah. Easy, Igor, you impetuous young boy. Ah, mash good. We'll talk about it later in the car. Monster mash, wow. Monster mash, wow. Monster mash, wow. Very scary. Do you remember Second City TV when John Candy would play the Monster Chiller Horror Theater? No, that was, I think it was, well, it might have been Joe Flaherty, but they would go into the camera and they would go, and it was like the movies were never scary. It was like, oh.
Oh, no, I love John Candy.
This is, you know.
Our Pennsylvania family's here.
Oh, look.
Butch and Vicky. Hi, guys. Welcome. Sending you, we had to have a do-over because we crashed. I told you to watch out for the spider webs, honey.
Are hanging up on my guitar.
Spider webs and guitars
I have
do
to
not.
clean the studio. Obviously, it's just really, you know,
It's
spider
gotten
webs.
really dirty down
Yeah,
here.
spider web. Oh, look! Oh, look at that!
There's a rat.
There's a rat on my music stand,
We can't.
on my
afford-
mic stand. How is
Who
that?
put
And there's spiders back here too.
Sam's whining.
And now I've got spider webs.
He'll
on my
bark at
arm.
me if he has to go pee. Huh, Sam? You're good.
Sam, hey, Sam, sit.
Sometimes when he has to
Sit.
go, like when we do,
Good
he'll
boy.
get more vocal
Good
and then
boy.
he'll bark at me.
All right. Oh, I need to get my.
The devil. You got spider webs all over.
All right. We all know who the Eagles are. The Eagles are an American rock band formed in Los Angeles in 1971.
It's not the Eagles. It's Eagles.
Eagles, right. You're absolutely right. It's just
You told me
Eagles.
that the
You're
other
absolutely
day.
right. They were one of the most successful musical acts of the 1970s in North America. Founding members Glenn Frey, Don Henley, Bernie Leadon, and Randy Meisner were recruited by Linda Ronstadt as her band, and then they all left on their own to go to David Geffen's new Asylum Records label. They are one of the world's best-selling bands, having sold more than 200 million records. The idea of naming the band Eagles came during a peyote and tequila-influenced group outing in the Mojave Desert. Let's go do that. Accounts of the origin of the name, however, vary.
Let's do that this summer.
Don Felder, who had yet to join the Eagles and was not at the desert, credited Leadon with originating the name when he recalled reading about the Hopis' reverence for the eagle, while J.D. Souther suggested that the idea came when Fry shouted out, "Eagles!" when they saw eagles flying above. Steve Martin, a friend of the band from the early days of the Troubadour, recounts in his autobiography that he suggested they should be referred to as the Eagles, but Fry insists that the group's name is simply Eagles. Witchy Woman was released as the second single from Eagles. It reached number 9 on the Billboard Pop Singles chart. Bernie Leadon started writing Witchy Woman when he was a member of the Flying Burrito Brothers. After joining the Eagles, Leadon and Don Henley finished the song together, and it would be the only song on the Eagles album where Henley had a writing credit on their debut album. Henley said of the origin of the song, Bernie came over one day and started playing this strange minor key riff that sounded sort of like a Hollywood movie version of Indian music. You know, the kind of stuff they play when Indians ride up on the ridge while the wagon train passes below. Hi, Sam. Sam's coming to visit. It had a haunting quality, and I thought it was interesting, so we put a rough version of it down on a cassette tape. Henley also gave the song an R&B pulse in its music. For Henley, the inspiration of the song was about a seductive enchantress, and it was inspired by Zelda Fitzgerald, whose biography he was reading when writing the song. According to Henley, he was suffering from a flu with a very high fever, became semi-delirious, and every time the fever subsided, he would continue to read the book on the life of Zelda Fitzgerald. And the character in the song would be a mix of Zelda along with an amorphous image of girls he had met at the Whiskey and the Troubadour. Let's see. Zelda was the model for the character of Daisy Buchanan in The Great Gatsby. In Witchy Woman, the line, "She drove herself to madness with the silver spoon." Oh, Sam is moving the tripod. You have to get him off there. He's moving my camera. No, it's too late. In Witchy, it may be a reference to Zelda's time in the mental institution and the special slotted silver spoon she used to dissolve sugar cubes in absinthe, which was a popular 1920s alcoholic beverage distilled from the wormwood tree and called the Green Fairy for sometimes inducing hallucinations. According to Henley, other influences for the song included books by Carlos Castaneda on shamanism and a girl he knew who was interested in the occult. All right, so here we go. Let's see, capo the third fret.
In the night, she's a restless spirit on an endless flight. Ooh, witchy woman, see how high she flies. Ooh, witchy woman, she got the moon in her eye. She held me spellbound in the night, dancing shadows and firelight, crazy laughter in another room. She drove herself to madness with a silver spoon. Ooh, witchy woman, she got the moon in her eye. Ooh, witchy woman, she got high, she flies. Let me tell you, brother, she'd been sleeping in the devil's bed. There's some rumors going round, someone's underground. She can walk you in the nighttime till your skin turns red. Ooh, witchy woman, see how high she flies. Ooh, witchy woman, she got the moon in her eyes. Ooh, witchy woman, she got the moon in her eyes. Ooh, witchy woman, see how high she flies. Ooh, witchy woman, she got the moon in her eyes.
We love that, especially coming from the devil himself.
All
Wow.
right. Now, I have no idea if I'm going to have red face after last week. I didn't, but it might not wash off this time. So tomorrow I might be redhead. Literally a redhead. All right, one last request, and this is from Lori Reamer,
Lori's
the
here, I think,
fabulous
the
Lori Reamer.
goddess.
This is the song by the Classics 4. They're an American band formed in Jacksonville, Florida in 1965. The band is often credited for establishing the soft southern rock sound. The band, founded by Dennis Yost, is known mainly for the hits Spooky, Stormy, and Traces, released 1967 to 69, which have become cover standards. The name The Classics came from the classic drum set Yost owned. He was known in the Georgia, Florida area as the stand-up drummer because he played standing up. Capitol Records, they went on Capitol Records. The Classics' debut single was Pollyanna, a song written by Lowry client Joe South and sung in a style that resembled that of the Four Seasons. Shortly after that, they received a letter informing them that there was already a recording act called The Classics, who had a single titled Till Then. In an effort to differentiate themselves, Yost and the company added the number 4 in Roman numerals to the name because there were, at that time, 4 members. Spooky was originally an instrumental performed by saxophonist Mike Sharp, written by Shapiro and Harry Middlebrooks Jr., who was a friend of mine, great singer. J.R. Cobb, who was the band's lead guitarist, heard this song and added lyrics to it with their producer, Buddy Buey. Mike Shapiro on the sax was hard to work with in the studio, and he had a tone break at the end, but it's actually one of those things where it sounds great. Mike wanted to replace it, but Buddy Buey wouldn't let him. All right, so here we go. This is our last song. I want to thank my fabulous wife, Danelle. Oh, by the way, we just had a visit in the studio here from I don't know if you know if you think the devil is scary, this song is one of the scariest songs in the world. I'll play it for you right now. It's Baby shark doo 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 doo, 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 baby shark doo 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 doo. Mama shark doo 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 doo, say Mama shark doo 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 doo, 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 Mama shark doo doo. Come back, doo doo. Oh yes, nice tail. You know what? There's nothing I like better than my wife's dorsal fin. That's really true. Doo 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 doo, baby. All right, mommy shark. Wait, come back. Get your applause. The mommy shark, ladies and gentlemen, the mommy shark. On camera tonight. On camera tonight.
Halloween.
There she is.
It's the devil himself.
Thank you, honey.
It's the red man.
It's so many people are so happy when you come on camera. It's the greatest thing. So here we go. Last song. Thank you so much, honey, and thank you all for coming. I don't know what happened to this is our first time, so I guess the Twitch stream didn't happen, but let's find out. I'll find out if the YouTube
Michelle
stream did.
Sakunian's here.
Hi, Michelle. Nice
And
to
thank
see
you. Tribe
Thank you.
show is December 4th. If you're there, I'll be dancing with you. And,
the Tribe.
remember to love each other, listen to understand, be kind, vote, and vote again. And you matter. And we love you.
Thank you, honey. I love you too. Yes, the Tribe Christmas show is going to be December 4th. Please come. I think we have 2 shows. I'll give you more information on that next week. Maybe Lori will just post it on the thing, which would be really great. Okay, thank you so much. Love you all. Thanks. I'm glad we finally got over the Halloween thing. We're going to be back next week. I don't know what the theme will be, but it will be something. And then a week after that, it's my birthday. All right. The devil says, thank you. I love you.
In the cool of the evening when everything is getting kind of groovy, I call you up and ask you if you'd like to go with me and see a movie. First you say no, you got some plans for the night, and then you stop and say, all right, love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you. You always keep me guessing, I never seem to know what you are thinking. And if a fella looks at you, it's for sure your little I will be a wanking. I get confused cause I don't know where I stand, and then you smile and hold my hand. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Spooky. If you decide someday to stop this little game that you are playing, I'm gonna tell you all what my heart's been dying to be saying. Just like a ghost, you've been haunting my dreams, so I can pose on Halloween. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Spooky, spooky, oh, alright. I said spooky, alright, yeah. Oh, I said spooky, spooky, yeah. I said spooky, spooky, spooky. Good night. Thank you. Happy Halloween. One day late.